it hasn't sprung into life, and it should, because this pitch is in that's one thing I'll say about the fieldsman. He has the pitch in impeccable form.
Yeah, Clown Reese, because he used to be an owner, Mike Hanley Park, is looking very well now. There was a couple of years where maybe it wasn't in tip-top condition, but they have certainly got a handle on it. As Glyn with the throw, it's surely a high foot there. It is indeed. Joe McAuliffe wins the free. It's a game that probably needs a goal to bring it to life. If Broadford were to get that goal, it would certainly draw Glyn out of their 2 blocks of 5 and 4 in defence, as Shamie Brosnan takes this, but Gary Culhane wins it in the air out towards Ed Horn. Great, well dispossessed by Micheál Brosnan. Back towards Sean. Sean sells a dummy to Ed Horn. That's a good ball from Darren Murphy in towards Timmy Larkin. Ty Culhane clears it out. Darren Murphy could have left it off, but will still get the throw. He will indeed. Murphy to Willie O'Brien. Willie O'Brien out for another throw. Shamie Brosnan looking for Willie O'Brien. Out for another throw for Broadford. The linesman was kind of undecided. The referee made his mind up for him. Brosnan again now plays Timmy Larkin. Larkin, good touch, has the ball at his feet. Back out towards Darren Murphy. Murphy will look to swing it in. He won't. He plays it back to Willie O'Brien. Back to Darren Murphy again. Murphy looking for option. That's a great ball into Timmy Larkin, but unfortunately it is offside. Paul O'Brien had the flag up good and early. Michael Stack taking his time to retrieve the ball. As he's looking for offside, so he takes it all the way out to the far side. Again, he'll be looking for Ed Horn out on the far side. No, he's Stack. I had it there. Yeah. It's one in the middle, and Tommy Culhane now to go. Oh, Joe McAuliffe again dominant in defence of Broadford. Shamie Brosnan now with a chance to break. Brosnan with a out over the sideline again. It's, as John said, it has yet to come to life. It is very, very stop-start at the moment. Both sides trying to gain an advantage. They know each other so well the last couple of years. As Ty Culhane prepares to take the throw. Culhane, long ball in, runs all the way through to Willie O'Brien on his right foot. Didn't know he had one. That's gone out for another throw. Quick throw taken. Timmy Larkin now has a chance to counter. Larkin into Jamie Keane. Keane just dispossessed. Ball runs away from him and is cleared away by James Wallace. And another throw out on the far side. John, we must have had 5 throw-ins there in the space of 2 minutes on the far side.
Yeah, you'd wonder about Glyn, are they playing Australian football, because or is it rugby union, and they're kicking that ball out of the line, killing the game completely and making it less enjoyable for the spectators.
As Glyn come forward again here now with Darren Sheehan. Sheehan with a good ball out here towards Shane Culhane, but well dealt with by Dylan Kelly. Joe McAuliffe finds only Ed Horn in the middle of the field, yeah, but that's great work by Timmy Larkin. He's like a terrier around there. Back towards Ty Culhane. Culhane with a good ball up the wing, finds Paul Sheehan. Sheehan with a poor touch, trying to spectacular out towards Willie O'Brien. O'Brien now with Sean Brosnan the ball at his feet. Chance to take on James Wallace. O'Brien, Gillen Kelly gone down the wing. Oh, that worked out well. It wasn't intended, it worked out well, but ably dealt with by Gary Culhane. Dylan Kelly takes throw in quick into Darren Murphy. Kelly now plays it into Willie O'Brien. O'Brien into Darren Murphy. Murphy's really playing well. Sean Brosnan with a chance to get in behind. Dealt with Brian O'Donovan Brian O'Donovan, and so for another throw for Broadford. Glin are definitely safety first in that any ball that's around the edge of the box is going out over the sideline and no place else. Willie O'Brien now with a chance to square the cross that runs out over the line. But Glin are, as John said, Glin are definitely trying to kill Broadford's momentum with all the throws. And any fluency that Broadford have been trying to get has been negated by the constant stop-start nature of the game. Stack again taking his time over the kick-out. Jim Neen is shouting on the far side that he's taken maybe a bit too long. Stack now with the kick-out. Again looks in the middle of the field. That'll be a Broadford man. Oh, Jamie, poor touch, and Jamie Keane had a chance there. Plays it forward toward Darren Sheehan. Dylan Kelly with a poorish enough ball out here, but that's well dealt with. Well done, Shawnee Brosnan. Shawnee Brosnan wins it. Plays it into Willie O'Brien. O'Brien turns onto his left foot, back towards Dylan Kelly, towards John Paul King. King, ball at his feet, is able to come forward. Ed Horn puts pressure on him, but that's good ball from King. Great ball from King. Joe McAuliffe. That's one in there by Tykel Ham, but as Jamie Keane has a chance. Keane, great ball across. Yes, surely no one there. Stack with a good save, but no one there running in to capitalise for Broadford. John, definitely another chance for Broadford.
Well, that's the second ball that should really have been scored, and we're coming there, but just not quite yet.
Yeah, definitely. Stack quietly brought off a good save. Maybe could have held it, but the ball deflected out around the 6-yard box, and no one rushing Broadford player there, unfortunately, to capitalise. As we approach 12 minutes to half time. Stack again taking his time. 7 minutes left, I'm told, to half time. How long is he taking, ref? Stack with a long ball up is looking for the sideline again. The boys will be getting sick and tired of handing ball back into Shamie Brosnan. Brosnan up towards his brother Mihal. Back to Shamie with a ball up the wing, but that's going to be dealt with by Brian O'Donovan. And O'Donovan out for another sideline. Timmy Larkin back towards Willie O'Brien. Back towards me. Offside here. Paul O'Brien has the flag up good and early again. And we'll have another minute without play again as the ball has gone out over the barrier, and Michael Stack is in no rush to take it. Really, John, the referee should be trying to speed up Glin a small bit here.
Yes, the game is gone so dead and so tired, and yes, the Glin are pulling a lot out of it. Broadford are not getting the free running as that they got in the semi-final against Rathkeale. This game is being killed by Glin. I think they just look at the moment as if they're happy to go to penalties.
You took the words out of my mouth, even though only after 40 minutes, but it does look like that as Ed Horn wins it in the air with the ball at his feet now, and there's a free. I think it was Shamie Brosnan that came through on Paul Sheehan. Again, another set piece for Glin. As the big men stride forward again, but Willie O'Brien was booked there as Shane Culhan prepares to take this. Or it's not Shane Culhan, sorry, it is Tommy Culhan, I think. Glin again have leaving 2 men at the back. Culhan prepares to take. That's a good ball in again. That's a good ball in. Joe McAuliffe. No, Willie O'Brien deals with it. There's a chance. Cleared off the line. I think it was Dylan Kelly that got a foot to prevent it of hitting the back of the net. Glin have another chance to counter. That's good touch from Willie O'Brien again. Out towards Timmy Larkin out in the wing. Larkin keeps it in play, plays it back into Joe McAuliffe. McAuliffe with a long ball forward, but only as far as Brian O'Donovan. Donovan out for another sideline. Shamie Brosnan now plays it quick in towards Timmy Larkin. Larkin with the ball to jump or to Willie O'Brien. O'Brien out towards Dylan Kelly. Kelly into Darren Murphy. Darren Murphy coming deeper, looking for a ball. That's a good ball in towards Micheál Brosnan. Brosnan now with a chance to turn, with a chance to put it in there. It's a good ball in. Yes, no. Jamie Keane wasn't far away, but Ty Culhane got there just in the nick of time. If Broadford can just up the tempo at all, the goal will come, but it's just to keep the tempo up as the ball comes back towards Willie O'Brien. O'Brien now with a chance to swing it in. No, elects for Seamie Brosnan. Will Brosnan have a shot? He won't. He plays it out to Jamie Keane. Keane with a good effort. Handball, no. Ball as it struck Gary Culhane. Joe Mack with a good ball in again. Sean Brosnan, good turn. No. As Tommy Culhane. And that's keeping the pressure on. I think it's out for a kick out. It is indeed. Seamie Brosnan closed down Brian O'Donovan very quickly there. And Stack again, he's really taking his time over these kickouts. I think Jim Nealon should be having a word with the referee at half time, maybe to put a pressure on him to speed it up a small bit. Stack with a ball towards the middle of the field, towards Ed Horn. Horn wins it over Willie O'Brien. Joe McAuliffe with a great touch from Willie O'Brien. Oh, he went in high there. That's out for a throw ball for Glin. James Wallace taking his time to go up and take this. It's left in a Paul. 2 minutes left as the ball is out for another throw for Glin, with Darren Sheehan takes it quick into John Wallace. That's a dangerous ball in, but Joe McAuliffe is able to clear it and plays it forward, but Brian O'Donovan is out there. And that's out for a Glin ball. Another Glin throw out on the far side. Ty Culhane now with the throw. Looks for John Wallace. Beaten in the air by Seamie Brosnan now for another throw. Culhane again will look to go along. Looks to find Paul Sheehan. Sheehan with Micheál Brosnan on his back. 2 number 10s. Back out towards John Wallace. Wallace with a chance to swing it in. Seamie Brosnan does well and knocks it out for another throw ball. Wallace into Paul Sheehan with a touch back, but Willie O'Brien has a chance to counter. Broadford now need to capitalise on these chances to counter. That's a great ball with Timmy Larkin now with acres to run into. Larkin still at the ball, his feet just out muscled by Darren Sheehan. Ball back towards Stack. Stack looks to play it out over the sideline. Safety first. Broadford just put the pressure on now. Ball with Seamie Brosnan for the throw-in. Looks to find Timmy Larkin. Larkin beaten to it by Gary Culhane. That's a good ball in. Keeper all the way into Stack. Taking his time again. Fourth official Tony Fitzmaurice put up the added time there, but I didn't catch it as that kick out from Stack went out over the sideline. Throw ball by Seamie Brosnan in towards John Paul King. Jamie Keane is looking at space. That's a great ball. Jamie Keane beaten to it by Gary Culhane. By Brian O'Donovan, sorry. And Ed Horn now in towards Paul Sheehan. Sheehan looks to find it out here to Shane Culhane. Culhane now with a chance to take on Dylan Kelly. And Dylan stands his ground out for a corner ball. This really is dangerous territory now, John, as we enter injury time in the first half. It would be a disaster for Broadford if they were to concede here.
Well, it has all been from set pieces that Broadford have been in trouble from, and this is another one coming up.
45 minutes has elapsed and Tony Fitzmaurice puts up the 1 minute to be played. Gary Culhane prepares to take it. He's going to take all of the added 1 minute to take this corner, it seems. As the man comes short, I don't think he's going to give it to him though. He's not. Culhane with a dangerous ball in, dangerous ball the way through. He only needed a touch from a Glin man, but Dylan Kelly was at the back post to clear. It comes out to Culhane again. Culhane, a high one through the middle. As Shane Culhane went to it, Timmy Larkin completes the clearance for Broadford. And I think he's given a free for a high foot here against Shane Culhane. And that's half time. There isn't a whole pile to say here. Broadford had probably the two best chances from Micheál Brosnan and the cross-come shot from Jamie Keane. There's no doubt about it though, John. It's been a disappointing 45 minutes.
Very disappointing. You know, Glin Rovers could have got 2 goals. Broadford could have got 2 or 3 goals. But the impression is that Glin are killing this game, killing it at slow it. Every free they get, they take it so slowly. Every throw ball, they take it so slowly. I suppose the Broadford team, they have played well enough, and we won't see any changes coming out of the second half. But possibly John or Molyneux that played football last night, and Flynn, they're two fine players, and before this game is out, I expect we could see them.
Thanks, John. We'll adjourn now for the half-time interval and be back to you in a few minutes. And welcome back to McHanley Park in Clonrees, as Broadford are back out in the field. Doesn't seem to be any changes on the Broadford side. I did see Gary Egan going into the dressing room there at one stage, but he hasn't entered the fray yet. Chatting to a few people there at half-time, everyone is of the same opinion that Glin are just hoping for penalties at this stage. It's very early to be saying it, but that's certainly the way that they're playing it. Hopefully Jim Neenan had a chat in the referees, a word in the referees' ear to maybe get Glin to speed it up a small bit. It might aid Broadford. I suppose the major concern from a Broadford point of view would be the Glin set pieces, and if they did nick a goal, Broadford would find it very hard to come from behind. As again, we're waiting for Glin, as we have been all night, to come onto the field. John, what way do you see it going on in the second half?
Well, I hope to see it more from Broadford, and indeed it would have been a good idea if the manager had a word in the referee's ear. Just looking at Gary Egan out there on the field, if Gary was to come on, and well, even though he's a substitute, but it would be nice if he came on, and if Broadford were to win, he'd be the first Broadford man to win 3 Desmond Cups. A nice thought.
Yeah, Gary, of course, I think was captain in 2000 and... not sure what year it was. Gary was captain when Broadford beat Sean Trod after a replay, if my memory serves me right. Guy's, of course, been a great stalwart to Broadford down through the years and has been affected by injuries for the last number of years, but it's good to see him back, and hopefully he'll be able to make some contribution in the second half. Of course, Broadford also have Alan Fitzpatrick and CJ Fitzpatrick, James Molyneux, Kieran Flynn. Oh, I'm sorry, Kieran Flynn, as I speak about him, has entered the fray for Sean Brosnan, I think, is it? There's your back four. Yeah, I think it's Sean Brosnan that has made way for Kieran Flynn. Is Glin come back out for the second half. Jim Neenan trying to rally the troops in the middle of the field. Talking to Jim today, he was kind of hinting that tonight might be his last game in charge of Broadford United for the foreseeable future anyway. His reason, he said, his captain and general on the field of play is departing, as I said earlier, for foreign shores, and he feels that he couldn't carry on without him. Micheál Brosnan, that is, of course. As now we get ready for the second 45 minutes. Both teams out in the field, but as of yet, no sign of the refereeing party. Obviously, the tea and sandwiches at half time for the referees must have been above average, to say that they're taking their time coming back out. Of course, the referees have been a source of major controversy in the Desmond League this year, rightly or wrongly. They managed to hold up the conclusion of the league and of the cups for a lot of 2 months. It was sorted out, and there was a rumour at one stage that the Desmond Cup final wouldn't be played. Broadford had already reached the final with a quarter-final and semi-final to be played on the other side. Thankfully, we are here this evening for the Desmond Cup final. It would have been an awful pity had a Desmond Cup final not been played. Maybe they're going to strike again, John.
Well, I have never seen a situation like this before. Usually a referee is looking for teams to come out onto the field, and there you have it, the last 3 minutes. 2 teams ready for football and no referee, no linesman. I doubt if Jim Neenan is standing down. I think he's too fond of football to walk away from it. Micheál Brosnan, yes, Dylan Kelly going, and I suppose Jamie Kane is chancing his hand at the under-17s in Limerick. But then again, remember, young Hannigan is coming back from foreign shores, and there are some very, very impressive youth players coming back on. I've seen them playing in Waterford in the Munster AREs Munster semi-final, and there are some brilliant young lads that will be well able to take the place, and given a chance, they will command the middle of the field too. I suppose John Paul King, after a long career, may be thinking of calling it today, but I think if Jim Neenan stays on, I think that he'll get another year out of John Paul. I'm looking at him there today, and he is playing a fantastic game.
He is indeed, John, and as you mentioned, the youths, they were unfortunate too. They had also qualified for a Desmond Cup final, going for a treble, a historic treble, but unfortunately that hasn't been played yet, and I don't think there's any announcement has been made on when it will be played, or if even 21st of July, John Neenan informs me it will be played. So the weekend of Saturday week, I presume, Friday week, which will be here in Clonera's. Who are they playing that, John? Ballingarry. They've had a lot of good battles with Ballingarry this year. I think they played them in the League Cup final, and it was Ballingarry that ran them closest in the league. As we prepare now to get the second half underway, after our referees have turned up, our referees and linesmen have turned up. As I said, there's one change in the Broadford team with Kieran Flynn replacing Sean Brosnan. Dylan Kelly wins that in the air. That's a good header from Dylan. Out towards John Paul King with Ed Horn. Looking for a free, doesn't get it. He does get it, in fact, maybe a soft one. Again, another situation for Broadford to deal with Glen's big men. You mentioned John Paul King. John, I think I said to him here 2 years ago that would he be retiring? He definitely didn't, and again tonight he's playing a stormer at the heart of the Broadford defence. The man from Newtown who hurled with Cork under 21s once upon a time. An All-Ireland senior medal, my astute colleague or astute analyst, that's the Dennis Ball, Willie O'Brien wins it in the air. Willie Duggan informed me that he has an All-Ireland senior medal as well with Cork. 2004, Willie was it? 5, he informs me. As the ball goes out to Shane Culhane. Culhane now plays it to Darren Sheehan. Sheehan with the ball is at his feet. Harassed by Kieran Flynn, and wins a throw ball for Glin. If we have to go through another 45 minutes of throw balls, it's going to be a long evening. As James Wallace plays it back towards Tommy Culhane. Broadford managed to clear the ball. That's a ball over the top, and it is all the way out for a kick out. There's a notable difference in the pace of Garrow O'Grady looking to take this kick out. I see the ball was hardly out over the inline, and he ran for the spare ball at the back of the goals. Granny now out towards the middle is going to find Ed Horn dominating again in the air, but John Paul King brings it to space. Shemi Brosnan beaten in the air by John Wallace. Time for Joseph McAuliffe. McAuliffe now with the ball at his feet, looking for Timmy Larkin up the wing. That's a good ball. Timmy Larkin and Jamie Keane. Timmy Larkin wins it. He beats Brian O'Donovan for pace, with Shemi Brosnan marching forward on this side. Brosnan now with a chance to put it in. Poor effort from Shemi, but it Broadford win a corner. As Darren Murphy comes across to take it. I noticed the whole time that Broadford are bringing the man out towards the man taking the corner to draw 2 Glin defenders out of the box. Murphy now as the 2 big men at the back, Joe McAuliffe and John Paul King. That's a good ball in the Norman channel. Oh! Well cleared by Gary Culhane. It was a chance. A good effort. Good save from Stack. He gave a bit of an elbow to the young fella, Jamie Keane. Probably could have held on to the ball, but parried it into his pet. Stack now with a ball up here towards Shane Culhane. Shamey Brosnan. It is in fact John Wallace with a Broadford ball. Broadford up in the tempo already, you can see it. Timmy Larkin back towards Willie O'Brien. The ball his feet. Good ball up. No, not a good ball. As the ball is cleared again. John Paul King with the sun in his eyes. Joe McAuliffe wins it in the air. Very good from John Paul. From Joseph. Oh, Dylan Kelly definitely taken late there. Broadford with a chance to counter. He probably could have left it go on and go back and book the man afterwards. Number 11, Shane Culhane, goes in the book for an elbow into the side of Dylan Kelly's head. That's the second man from Glin, along with Tommy Culhane, that's in the book. Dylan will be all right. Now as John Paul King looks to take this one. Who's he going to look for? I think he's going to come this side. No, he's not. Joseph McAuliffe takes it, plays it towards Dylan Kelly. Dylan Kelly out to Willie O'Brien. O'Brien back towards John Paul King. King just had to turn inside, put under pressure by Darren Sheehan. Now to Joe McAuliffe. McAuliffe looking for ball to feet. He doesn't. He's blocked down by Paul Sheehan. Paul Sheehan now with a chance for Glin. Broadford chasing back. Glin are chasing forward. Sheehan. It's a dangerous ball in. Nate Horn is inside. Willie O'Brien deals with it well. Out for another corner for Glin. Every time the ball comes in high into the Broadford box, there is a sense that Glin may get something out of it as they look to deal with another corner.
This is another dangerous situation for Broadford. Slowing it down again. Slowing it down. The number 5 taking his time about taking this corner.
Yeah, they really look like a team that after 5 minutes of the second half, with 40 minutes of football to play, that would be happy to maybe see out normal time and see out extra time and head for penalties. Has to be finished tonight. This one, Culhane swings it in, but dealt with Kieran Flynn. Ed Horn back towards. Oh, great block from John Paul King on Tommy Culhane. Jamie Keane wins it in the air, but it's back towards James Wallace. It's a great Darren Murphy now with Broadford. Now with a chance for Jamie Keane. Broadford powering forward all the way across, but Shane Culhane will beat Timmy Larkin to it. Broadford intercepted in the middle of the field, back towards Jamie Keane. Keane now with a chance across it. He looks up the wing for Timmy Larkin, dispossessed by James Wallace. Wallace can prevent it from going out for a throw. Shammy Brosnan plays it quick into Darren Murphy. Murphy with the ball at his feet, being harassed by Ed Horn. Horn wins it, but it only comes as far as John Paul King. King into Timmy Larkin. Larkin, good touch, but is dispossessed by the Glin defence as they look to counter. Great touch from Gary Culhane there, but he's dispossessed by Micheál Brosnan. Oh, they're going in hard, there's no doubt about that. But now Willie O'Brien out towards Jamie Keane. Keane limps away after a poor touch, and he kicked out. Oh, I don't know if the video man caught that shot, but I think it was Micheál Brosnan maybe with a rasper that ended up in the top corner, but alas, the whistle had blown for a free out for Glin. Jamie Keane is down injured now at the moment. He seems in a bit of distress as well as the Tom Kelly tends to him. Tom, of course, father of Dylan, has been involved with Jim Neenan for the last couple of years. Tom will be heading to Croke Park next Saturday, 2 weeks tomorrow. His son TJ is a sub-goalkeeper for Limerick Minor Hurlers. As this looks serious enough, as the medics from the Red Cross or ambulance are coming in to tend to him. I see CJ Fitzpatrick is warming up on the far side. Hopefully it's not a serious injury. Back when Broadford beat Sean Trott here, Mikey Clancy was carried away in an ambulance. I think he broke a bone in his leg that night. Hopefully we won't have the same occurrence tonight. It looks like it's going to be CJ Fitzpatrick is going to enter the fray. As Jamie Keane gets to his feet, but it looks like he's going to have to be helped off. He is indeed going to have to be helped off, as he receives a round of applause for his efforts. A young man with a big future ahead of him. It's not CJ Fitzpatrick that's coming in, it is... Who's that, John? Who's gone on there, Mika? Who's gone? He's over to the far side there. We'll find out in a minute. I just can't see him. The eyesight isn't as good as it was, but as Michael Stack plays it forward, Horn wins it in there. Out towards that number 14. We'll get a name for him in a second. Up towards Kieran Flynn. Flynn. Plays. It is Kieran Flynn. That's Kieran Flynn now, with the ball at his feet. Oh, 13 is Colm Ryan, that's who that is. We were mistaken. But as the ball now, Micheál Brosnan takes it on, he gets inside the man. Great ball in, just Gary Culhane just gets there in the nick of time ahead of Colm Ryan. Ed Horn now plays it out towards Darren Sheehan. Sheehan plays it back into Paul Sheehan. But all the way back to Joe McAuliffe. McAuliffe out to Kieran Flynn. Flynn out towards John Paul King. Oh, King dispossessed, but Dylan Kelly and Joe McAuliffe are there to rescue the situation. A long, hopeful ball forward, but Brian O'Donovan is going to beat Colm Ryan to it and puts it out into the safe hands of, I think it might have been Micheál Reedy out there that actually caught it. Now Dylan Kelly with the throw ball for Broadford. Kelly plays it into the feet of Micheál Brosnan. Brosnan, another throw ball. Now Micheál Brosnan all the way back towards, Kieran Flynn trips over it, and there's a chance for Glin to counter with Darren Sheehan. Darren Sheehan plays it forward. It's a dangerous ball in for Paul Sheehan. Sheehan with a chance to shoot. Takes it on to his left, shoots, and harmless wide. Really should have shot early there. It's gone out for a corner ball. But that was a definite chance for Glin, John. The first time they caught Broadford on the counter.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate stumble from Flynn. And certainly it was a great chance for Glin. He should have, I thought when Paul had that ball that that Glin were going to go goal up. Glin are playing much better this half, and Broadford are certainly ineffective. I'm not too sure Shawnee Brosnan taking off. I think it has lessened the effectiveness of the team. Shawnee was, I think Shawnee was playing probably the best game he ever played there in that first half.
Yeah, definitely. Shawnee was creating a lot of chances down the right hand side. That's a dangerous ball in. Horn is on it. Oh, Horn narrowly wide again, but again, Glin from set pieces are very, very dangerous. I think that's the fourth corner that Ed Horn has got his head onto, and eventually you'd have to think that one of them will be converted, as Garrow Graney now prepares to take the kick out. Garrow with Joe McAuliffe looking to go short first. Oh, it's a low one from Garrow, but Jamie Brosnan adds to it, but it's blocked by John Wallace. Wallace into Micheál Brosnan. Brosnan with a good touch. Will play it back to Willie O'Brien. Willie O'Brien now with Jamie Brosnan gone in the wing. That's a great ball up to Jamie Brosnan. Brosnan now to ball his feet. Darren Murphy gone above him. That's a good ball in from Timmy Larkin. It's been dealt with Gary Culhane back towards Stack, the goalkeeper.